Okay, so little by little, you can practice a little bit every class and try to memorize the verbs, okay? Because this is what is important, is to memorize the verbs. And we memorize the verbs by using them. It's the only possibility. Okay, so now let's take a look at the grammar. Can you see over here? Grammar reference. We're going to go to the grammar reference on page 138, 12.1 to 12.3.
100?
38, 138, 138. And you're going to find this, a little.
Definitely in page 91.
On page 91 in your books, okay.
Ah, no, this one, no. The present perfect.
The present perfect. I think it's
Oh.
page 138. It is the grammar reference.
38. Okay, I find.
Did you find it?
Yes, I find.
Okay.
I know.
Page 138.
Okay,
In the back
okay.
of the book. In the back.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see. Is everybody here now? Edu was here and he disappeared. Well, okay. So we have seen this already. The have and the has is formed with the present perfect is formed with the have and the has plus the past participle form of the verb. So always the third column. The first column is the base form. The second column is the simple past. The third column is the past participle. So we form have, has plus the third column of the verbs, right? And each verb tense is used in a different situation. So we are going to use the present perfect when we are talking about an experience that happened at some time before now, but we don't define the time. We don't have a defined time. So it is indefinite time in the past. That's why we ask, have you ever gone to China? Because in the question, have you ever gone to China? We are talking about any moment in your life in the past. From the moment that you were born until yesterday, okay? So at any moment in your past, we use the present perfect because it is undetermined in the past. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds a little strange because normally in Portuguese in Portuguese it exists, but we don't use it very much. We normally don't use it. We only use the simple past, right? But in English, it's important because people use this, the present perfect to speak. So let's look at the examples. Read the first example, please, Marcia.
Have you ever been in a car accident?
Where are you? We are in the grammar part. Look at the grammar part. Page 152.
Under 38.
Oh, sorry, 138. Page 138. Sorry.
The present perfect.
The present
Past
perfect.
connection.
12.1.
The present
12.1.
Yes.
Look at the first example. She's traveled.
She's traveled the most parts of the world.
Exactly. We don't have here when exactly this happened. We know that it has happened during her life, but we don't know exactly when. Do you understand? This is why it is undetermined time. Because the only thing we know is that it happened, but we don't know when it happened. Okay? Understand?
This is the present perfect.
This is the
She's
present
traveling.
perfect. This is the present perfect. So the
And
present perfect is
Have you
have you?
and have you ever been in a car accident?
Ah, okay, it's right. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Marcia. You were reading the second example before the first example. Okay.
Yes.
So yes. So then we have you ever been in a car accident? Because this is a question asking about any moment in your life. It could be yesterday, it could be 10 years ago, it could be when you were a child, at any moment of your life. Have you ever been in a car accident? Also, the present perfect. That's right, very good. So, as you can see, the affirmative and the negative are used with have or has. If it's negative, we use a not. And normally in abbreviation form, contracted, haven't, hasn't. Been to Hong Kong, right? And with questions, we invert the order of have, the subject of the sentence, and then the verb. So, have you been to Rio de Janeiro? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. The short answers. Now, the problem is, what about the simple past? Why do we use a simple past? We are going to use a simple past when the action happened. When we say when the action happened. When the action happened is mentioned, okay? So when we mention when the action happened, we choose to use the simple past and not the present perfect. Guilherme, okay?
No, teacher, I can't understand.
You
Why?
can't understand. All right.
Teacher, and I don't understand this construction. She is traveling.
Oh no, it's
No, she has.
it is the has.
She's traveling.
Yes. So
Is the verb.
when you see a context like apostrophe s and the past participle of the verb, you know that it is not is, it is has. Let me show you here. I'm going to show you here. I think it's easier to understand if I write for you here.
It's not the verb to be.
It's not the verb to be. Exactly. It's not the verb to be. Look. We have when we say she's traveled a lot, we are not saying when this happened, how long it's been happening. We are just saying that she's traveled, so this is happening in the past, but we don't know when. Now look, when we say
Have to put traveling.
When we say she's traveled a lot, you know already here that it is has traveled because we have, oh no, because we have the past participle form of the verb. So because we know this is a past participle form of the verb, traveled, so this has to be has. This has to be has. When we have ing, for example, you know that this is because the is going to combine with ing and not has. Okay? The context is going to tell you if we are talking about a has or if we are talking about an is. But when the verb has is principal verb, for example, we can say she has a nice apartment. We cannot abbreviate this because here the has is principal verb. We can only abbreviate when the has is auxiliary verb. We can only abbreviate, like here, she's been to the United Emirates, only because it is auxiliary verb. The principal verb is been. The has is auxiliary verb. She has a nice apartment, principal verb. It's not possible to abbreviate. Only the is we can abbreviate when it is principal verb, when we say, we can abbreviate. The is principal verb. It is possible to abbreviate it. But the has as principal verb, no. Do you understand, Marcia?
I think I understand.
Okay.
Teacher, I can abbreviate verb to be, but I can't abbreviate the verb have.
Yes.
Okay.
The only verb in the that you can abbreviate in its principal form, when it is the principal verb, is the verb.
Is the verb to be. Okay.
Is the verb to be. That's right. The other verbs we cannot abbreviate when they are principal verbs. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let me stop share here. Stop share. We're going back to the grammar. Back to the grammar. Okay. Guilherme, now let's take a look here again. When we say in the example, she's traveled to most parts of the world, Guilherme, we are not specifying when. Okay, Guilherme? Guilherme is not here. All right. But what about Raul, Marco, Henny, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Henny?
Yes.
Okay. So simple past form, we identify when. Read the sentences, Raul. In 12.2. Raul, read the sentences.
The sentence, what's the sentence, teacher?
Yes,
Excuse
look at number 1 of 12.2. Read the sentences, read the examples.
Read examples.
She,
She's traveled to most parts of the world.
no, in the simple past, 12.2.
Simple past. Okay. Simple past. She went to Tokyo 2 years ago.
Okay, okay,
I was in a crash when I was 10.
all right. Now, do you know when 2 years ago was?
Yes.
Yes.
When
If you want to put in numbers, it was in 2020, right? I was in a crash when I was 10. Do we know exactly when that was? Yes, we can put it in a map, in a timeline, right? So every time that we have an exact time, we use simple past. If we don't have an exact time, we use present perfect. So,
Patricia,
yes, Sida,
can I ask something?
please do.
Okay, can I ask in present perfect person answer me and simple past? Like this one, she went to Tokyo 2 years ago. Can I ask her, have you ever been in Tokyo?
Yes.
Yes, I went to Tokyo 2 years ago. Yeah,
Perfect.
I can do this.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
exactly it. Because the person asked, have you ever been to Tokyo? This question is very wide from the moment that you were born until yesterday. And you are going to be very specific. Yes, I went to Tokyo 2 years ago. Perfect.
Okay.
This is exactly it. Exactly.
Okay.
All right. And observe, whenever you have the simple past, you have expressions like last night, last week, last month, last year, yesterday, in 1995, at 3 o'clock, ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or on Monday. Okay? Understand?
Yeah.
Perfect. And the use of ever and never. We use ever in questions. Have you ever been to Mexico? Have you ever eaten frog's legs? Have you ever...
Kind of eggs?
Frog's legs.
Frogs?
Legs.
No. Yes. Yes, I have.
Uh-huh, you have.
Yes.
Now, have you ever eaten fish eggs?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Okay. And we use never when you want to say that at no moment in your life you did this, right? And so it refers to an indefinite time. The questions are always referring to an indefinite time. And although the sentence has a structure of an affirmative sentence, you are giving a negative sense with the never. Never makes the sentence into a negative sense, right? I've never been to Mexico. I've never eaten frog's legs.
Yes.
Any questions here? Is it okay?
I need to study, teacher.
Yes. Everybody does, don't worry. Everybody does.
Yes, everybody done.
I'm lost.
No, you're not lost. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you're lost. Okay. Now,
And yet.
okay, now we're going to take a look at yet today, all right? So we're going to go back to the grammar again. So let's go now to page 92 in your books. Page 92 in your books.
Which page, teacher?
Page 92.
92. What just happened with this?
It's because I got lost and I thought I didn't have this page.
Yeah. 92.
92.
Okay, I found.
Found it? Everybody found it?
Yes, I found.
Okay, so now we're going to take a look at questions with have you ever? All right, if the answer, have you ever flown in an airplane? It can be no, I haven't, no, never. These are possibilities. But if the sentence is affirmative, you are going to extend. You're going to extend the conversation a little bit more. Then you're going to say when, where, why, who, how, what. You're going to ask more questions. You're going to ask more questions, okay? So, Marcia, have you ever slept in a tent? Have you ever slept in a tent?
Slept in a tent? No, I never.
No, never.
Never.
Don't put the I. If you put the I, you need to complete the sentence. No, I have never slept in a tent. Or no,
I haven't
never.
ever slept in a tent.
Okay, good. Marcia, choose a question and ask how.
How have you ever eaten Chinese food?
Yes, I have. I have in Chinese food in Brasilia, Chinese food restaurant in Brasilia.
Continue more.
More?
Marcia, you can ask more. You can ask more, Marcia.
And I...
Wait, Howell. Let Marcia ask you.
Another question?
No, continue.
About
No.
this.
He said, yes, I have eaten Chinese food in a Chinese restaurant in Brasilia. So you can continue asking. You have look. When, where, why, who, how, what?
Okay. And when
Now, Marcia, let me help you a little bit. Now, Raul is, although he did not speak, Raul is thinking about a specific moment in the past when he ate in a Chinese restaurant. So now the question you are going to ask is going to continue with simple past, because now you are referring to a specific moment in the past that Raul remembers. Do you understand?
no.
You are not asking about all his past. You are asking about one specific moment that Raul said, yes, I did.
And when
So when
do you
Did-
have?
when
When did you eat the Chinese food?
I had last year in December.
where? Continue, Marcia. Where?
Where did you eat the Chinese food?
The Chinese restaurant is in
Near my house.
No, it's
In Azasu,
as a salt fly.
south wing, if you want to
Wing.
if you want to translate it, it's in south wing, Azasu, all right.
Salt wind.
And did you go only?
Alone? And did you go
Alone?
alone?
Did you go alone?
No, I went with my family.
Perfect, great. This is the idea, very good. Raul, choose a question and ask Marco.
Marco, have you ever lived in a foreign country?
Yes, I did. I have.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Or you can answer with a specific. Yes, I lived in Peru 5 years ago.
Or where did you live?
I lived in England.
When did you live in England?
I live in England in 1990.
Mm.
How long did you live in England?
About 1 year.
Very good, both of you. Excellent. Marco, choose a question and ask Henny.
Henning,
Yeah.
have you ever worked all night?
All night. Oh, yeah.
All night.
All night. Good.
Yes, I have.
Mm.
I have.
Yes, I have. All right.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
When you
When don't forget the auxiliary verb. When
did you work all night?
I worked during prepare vegetal.
oh, during the preparation of the vegetal. Okay, good. Very good.
Where did you preparation the vegetal?
In São Paulo.
In São Paulo.
Okay, that's great. Henny, now you ask Sida.
Cida, have you ever seen the sunrise?
Yes, I have.
Did you like?
If I like it,
Did you like it?
yes, I like it a lot. It's a great moment.
Where did you see the sunrise? Where?
Oh, today I saw the sunrise.
Oh,
Very well.
from your apartment? Did you do it from your
Yes.
apartment?
Yes, my apartment. I can see when the suns come and when the suns go.
Hmm.
Did you was happy?
Were you?
Yes,
Were you happy, Henny? Were you happy?
Were you happy?
Yes, I'm very happy because I think that this situation is not for everyone. It's for a special person like me.
Very good, very good. Okay, I'm going to put you in pairs and a little group of 3, and you are going to ask a few more, you're going to have a few more conversations like this, okay? Remember, if the person says yes, you need to continue asking more questions, and you are going to change the verb tense to simple past, not continue with the present perfect. Understand? All right, let's go.
Now I understand.
Ah, that's great. I'm very happy about that. All right, you can go You can go, Marco.
He went the first time in Brazil.
Oh, it was his
He
first
was,
time.
né?
It was his
And did you
first
like
time in
first
to
Brazil.
meet
time in
him?
Brazil. Na Amazônia, né?
Yes,
It's
yes,
nice. It's very nice.
very nice. All right, did everybody practice?
Yes,
Yes.
Rainy. I ask Cida. Cida, have you ever lived in a foreign country?
Did you understand, Sita? Yeah, I think.
No, because the record it just goes and now,
Yes,
Yeah.
your internet is
but I can
unstable.
see.
Have you ever lived in a foreign country?
No, me? No, I haven't.
Yes.
I haven't lived a foreign country. No, I haven't.
Oh, you've only
No.
been there as a
Yet.
tourist, right? Yes.
Yet.
Very good.
But I used to use the accent yet.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. I'm going to call you in a minute so you can continue for one more minute, okay?
Okay. Reni,
Oh, teacher.
Oh, Márcia.
Ah, acho que eu vou ter que refazer esse semestre, viu?
What did you find the most difficult, Márcia?
Ah, eu não sei, teacher. Posso falar em português?
Ok.
Eu pensei que eu ia chegar no momento que eu ia destravar, e isso ainda não aconteceu, entendeu? E aí eu acho que
Você
isso
estava indo na linha certa, você estava indo muito bem, você já estava pensando em inglês, e aí você teve que dar uma parada por mil motivos, né? E aí, volta. E é isso aí. É isso assim.
E eu, assim, eu senti um sintoma que é muito comum nas pessoas. Eu li, inclusive, sobre isso, que eu senti da segunda vez que eu peguei Covid, agora que eu estou, assim, voltando ao normal, mas uma dificuldade com a memória, de um esforço para poder lembrar algumas palavras, um cansaço muito grande, sabe? E aquele sintoma que eles falam de